Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So recently there's been a lot of talk about the stimulus package and stimulus checks going out. And I've been asked, do you think that we will get a second stimulus check? While there have been a bunch of videos on YouTube about this topic, about possible scenarios that might play out, I'm here to give you my opinion on if we will get a second stimulus check. Now just keep in mind, I'm going to be bringing you facts, but ultimately this will be my opinion since there has been no confirmation on a second stimulus check yet. And just as a quick reminder, go down there, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future stimulus check updates. So here's my quick answer to the question. I do not believe that we will be seeing a second stimulus check. If I were to put odds on it, I'd say 80% we don't see one, 20% we do see a second stimulus check. And here's why. So I'm sure you guys have heard of many proposals for a possible second stimulus check, one being the ABC Act and the other popular one being the Emergency Money for the People Act. Both of those proposed acts actually include stimulus checks that would be given to most Americans on a monthly basis. I'll put links below in the description explaining both of those acts and all of their details. There was even a proposal to call for all rent and mortgage payments to be canceled until this entire thing is over. So my thoughts on all of these proposals is that they cost way too much money. So all of these proposals for a second stimulus check will lead to the rise in our national debt and could lead to inflation later down the road. Someone's got to pay for all of the trillions of dollars being talked about, and it's going to be the American taxpayer later on in life. I would say that's my number one main reason why I don't think there's going to be another round of stimulus checks, because it's just going to cost way too much money. Another thought I've been having about a possible second stimulus check is how much of an impact it could actually have on the American people. Now, I haven't seen any studies whether or not the first $1,200 stimulus check actually helped out that much. But if you think about it, sure, the $1,200 probably helped a lot of people out that either lost their job or are furloughed for the time being. It could possibly help pay rent for a month or buy some food, but it's not sustainable long term. Say it were proposed that another round of stimulus checks will go out just on a one-time basis. I don't really know how much that would actually help. It definitely could help those people in need, but when we're talking about giving every single American, including dependents, a large check, I don't think that'll actually help too much. So I just think about myself. I actually got the $1,200 check the first time around, and I know I do not need that money. I did invest that money, so it is going back into the economy, but I believe these checks really should be going out to people that either have lost their job or really need it to provide food and shelter for their families. And another round of stimulus checks going out to every single American doesn't accomplish that goal, in my opinion. Now, I know there's no easy way to actually keep track of who actually needs the money and who should be sent the money. That's why it is easier for the government to do these large mass checks instead of trying to single people out. I'm sure some of you have heard of the $600 a week unemployment checks that you could be getting if you did lose your job or are unemployed. That's another good reason why I don't think we need a second round of checks. There is already an unemployment program going on, so that does help people in need in the short term. Another reason I think that there will not be a second round of stimulus checks is that there are other alternatives to personal stimulus checks that can reinvigorate the economy and help get jobs back. One thing that has been mentioned a lot recently, including by the president, is payroll tax cuts. So this would basically mean you will be paying less taxes and you will get more money in your paycheck. I also think that a possible future stimulus bill will include more money to small businesses and corporations to be able to actually pay their employees and give them benefits that they would not have if they were unemployed. As I said, the president is actually all for doing payroll tax cuts rather than sending out another batch of stimulus checks. Also, recently, a White House economist has stated that if possible, they do not want to do a fourth stimulus package. So if in the next month or so, the economy actually starts building up again, places start reopening, people start getting hired again, I think that the White House and the government will not be pushing for a second round of checks. Now, in the case that things actually get worse than they are now, I know things have been recovering pretty good, but let's just say it gets worse. I do think that there is a chance that a second round of checks will be sent out, but I don't think you'll see anything like these monthly payments that have already been proposed, such as the ABC Act and the Emergency Money for the People Act. I think it'll be a one-time payment, just like the $1,200 checks, and it will not be for an amount more than $2,000. So anyway, as I said, these are just my opinions on the matter. I don't think that there will be a second stimulus check going out unless things get worse, but I'd love to hear what you guys think. Comment down below. Let me know if you think there will be a second stimulus check, or let me know what you think could be a good possible alternative to a stimulus check. If you guys found value from this video, go down there, give it a like, and be sure to subscribe to my channel with the alert bell on. You won't miss any other stimulus package updates, and you won't miss any of my future videos. I'm going to put 2 videos up on the screen that I know you'll enjoy. Have a great one.